Assalamu alaikum, brother. Thank you for writing to us. As I understand the situation, you have a fiance, and in the past she didn't used to wear proper hijab, and she used to mix freely with men. And I guess this was in her first year of university. She would also hang out at places like the beach, and everybody there was wearing shorts and t-shirts and things of that nature. However, now at this point, your fiance wears proper hijab, according to you, and that's how you first met her. While you did not ask her directly about the pictures, but you did ask her about her views on hijab, and she said that she didn't used to wear it properly, but chose to do so in her first year at the university. So, kind of like the situation is, brother, that she didn't wear hijab before she met you, and she mixed freely with males, and she hung out on the beach, and she did things that people who are not Muslim, and some who are, do when they're at the university. They socialize. However, for whatever reason, she drew closer to Allah. She decided that she wanted to wear hijab, and she changed. She had a change of heart, and that is a good thing. And instead of focusing on how she was in the past, it's very, very important to be supportive of her now and tell her, like, currently how proud you are of her, and keep reinforcing the Islamic changes that she did make, because it's not easy sometimes, especially when you were at a university and you have all these other people around you and you want to fit in. Sometimes it's hard, but I really commend her for taking those steps and making the changes to dress more Islamically. And I think you should be very, very proud of her, and encourage her as much as you can, and express your joy and your love and your happiness with her. Regarding the pictures, perhaps she doesn't know that they're still up there. I'm not sure, you didn't say. And I'm not sure if they're on her social media pages or somebody else's. If they're on her social media pages, that's one thing. If they're on somebody else's, that's a totally different thing. Pictures of her with her friends at the beach or without hijab, which are part of somebody else's profile, may be tricky if you try to intervene with that. It's kind of like, why are you looking at my friend's profile? You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a female. She might raise with you, well, what are you doing on my friend's profile page to see these pictures? So, I mean, it is what it is. It's in the past. If it's really bothering you that much, you may want to ask her about it, and just say, oh, I was looking at your profile, I noticed these pictures are still up. Did you want to keep them here, or do you want to take them down? And personally, I think it should be her choice. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you're her husband, and you do have the final say, but to avoid friction, or to avoid making her feel less than, or make her feel that her choices now and her changing now is not good enough, perhaps you might just want to let it go. And again, I don't know how you saw the pictures up on the internet, but again, if it is her page, you may want to ask her if she wants to keep them up or leave them down, and let the choice be hers. And you may want to express that it hurts you, although I'm not really sure why it hurts you, brother, beside the fact that other men can see your wife without a hijab. That is understandable, but to me that's more of like kind of like a jealousy type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not her now. She covers now, and she's pleasing Allah now, and that should be the focus. So I kind of understand where you're coming from a religious perspective, And also, as a man, you don't want other men to look at her without a hijab on. However, like I said, that is in the past. She has changed, and you want to do as much as you can to encourage her growing in Islam, as well as you growing in Islam as well too. Everybody grows, hopefully. It's not a stagnant position, where we reach one point in Islam and we stay there. We're constantly growing. We're constantly striving to improve. And inshallah, you both will be able to do that together as husband and wife. A secondary fear that you discussed is that if she doesn't feel hijab is as important, that she might not raise the children with the same understanding. And your fear is that, if this is the case, your children may go astray growing up. However, I want to bring you back to the point, brother, that, your wife does wear hijab, and she did change. And to go back to the past and worry about things that happened in the past, when somebody's already made the prayerful du'as, probably, inshallah, and made the request from Allah to help them and strengthen them in Islam, which your wife may have done to help her, get to the step of wearing hijab all the time. I mean, to try to go back and, erase all that she's done, the hard work that she's done, and the blessings that Allah has bestowed upon her over worries for the future or the past is counterproductive. And if you continue, obsessing on these things, it could be destructive to the marriage. So I kindly want to say that I do understand how you feel as a man and, as a Muslim, but, your wife is not that person now. She does wear hijab. She's made these changes on her own. And you should be very proud of her, honor her, love her, and encourage her to grow with you in Islam, rather than trying to go back in the past or worry about the future. We wish you the best.